I'm Kendra, and in this video we will be talking about the differences between modern and traditional designs. Modern designs are a lot more focused on the negative spaces. There's not as many flowers as there are in the more traditional designs. As you can see, a traditional, there are lots of flowers in it, and there's more positive space, there's more ribbon. And the first design I will be showing you is how to do a chip. Like a chip is a boutonniere, but it's in the more modern design aspects. So first what you do is you take a piece of U-glue, which is usually good for using ribbon, and it's okay for ribbon because in the cooler, U-glue gets unstuck. Sorry. Usually gets unstuck and won't work as well, but if you have ribbon wrapped around it, it'll be protecting the U-glue so that the U-glue won't get cold. So you wrap your ribbon around the chip. And then when you get to the end, you make like a little corner, and then you go down so that you can wrap again on the other side so that it covers all of the cardboard. And then once you get around here, you put another piece of U-glue here. And then you just cut that off. Next, what you do is you take the bouillon wire and you start to wrap the bouillon wire around your chip so that it'll hide any of those imperfections that might have happened during ribbon. You can use as much or as little of this as you'd like, as long as you make sure that it's tight. And then when you're done with that, you just take the end and you tuck it underneath some of the other bouillon wire so that it'll stay. Next, what you do is you take your filler, you take your focal point flower and you cut it. And then you take some adhesive glue, which is good for flowers because it won't get unstuck in the cooler. Press hard so that you make sure it stays. Next, you'll take your filler flower, like I'm using wax flower, and you just cut off some. Put some adhesive glue on it. And there you go. You have your boutonniere that is chip. Next, what we're going to do is a gender-neutral boutonniere-like thing. What we're going to do is you take a long piece of wire, make sure it's as straight as you can possibly get it to be. There we go. And then you take your berries and you slide the berries onto the wire. And then you keep doing that until the wire's filled. Once you have the full string of berries, you slowly start to turn it as if to make a spiral. See? Next what you do is you take one of your roses and you put some adhesive glue on it. And you glue it to one of the berries, like so. So then, take a little bit of wax flour, some adhesive glue on it, and then you put it right next to the rose. And there you have a gender neutral and there you have it. You have a gender neutral boutonniere like wearable flower that you can put here, you can put wherever you want. Make like a loop, and you'd wrap the end like this around. You take your pliers and you curl in the end so that it won't end up hurting anybody, like so. Then you take your other end, twist it a little bit, so then now you have two loops like this, and you take the rest of your wire and you make some sort of design around it as the middle for the support. It can be any kind of design you want. You can make it a flower, you can make it a spiral, you can make it abstract, as long as it's in there securely and it'll be able to hold your flowers and your bow. Make sure it's in there tight. See, now you can wrap this around your arm, like this. So next what you're going to do is you're going to take a ribbon, usually a little bit shorter than this, but you take it and you twine it near the middle, like this. You cut that a little bit shorter. So next what you do is you make a bow. You can have tails if you want to, but you don't have to. Next what you do is you take your bow and you put it onto the wire and you tie the ribbon you had on there before around it. Make sure it's very tight and secure. And then you just cut off the ends. So the next what you do is you take a few roses put some adhesive glue on them. And then you put it on the ribbon. And there you have it. You have your wire wristlet that you can wear. In conclusion, modern wearable flowers are great because they can be made from a bunch of different materials, and you can use them for materials you own. They focus a lot on negative space, and they use only one or two kinds of flowers so that you can focus more on the beauty of the flowers. And traditional designs usually have a lot more flowers, a lot more positive space, and they usually follow a specific design that you have to use.